did you do? What did you do, girl? Um, you don't look okay. You don't look too good. Um, and it's unfortunate because who got in her head and told her that she wasn't pretty enough? Who got in her head and told her that she needed to change herself because she didn't? And it's unfortunate. My first question is, how does Little Kim feel about the critique of her current look? How does Little Kim feel about the critique of her current look? How does Little Kim ever the Queen of Wands? The Four of Swords. The Empress. These cards are kind of big, so we have the Judgment card. To be honest with you, y'all, and I kind of felt that energy. She don't care. She's happy with how she looks. Body dysmorphia is a real thing. It's very real. She doesn't care. A part of me even feels like she doesn't even look at the comment section. She might turn her comments off or something, or she just doesn't look at them at all. But I do. Of course, people around her are so fucking messy. They be like, it's split. There's like a group of people who be like, oh, you know, people are this and that, but they're like easing it in there, like they're hinting at it. Like, for example, say if me and you was talking, right, and then I look like Lil Kim, right, and then we're talking about social media. We're like, oh, did you hear about so and so had went viral, like, because they just got I don't know, they just got a facelift done, and then and then I'm like, oh yeah, I heard about that. And then you'd be like, yeah, like these facelifts, like they say that these facelifts have like complications, like they make your face swollen, and you know damn well I got a facelift, and you saying that a complication is getting like your face swollen, and you're basically trying to imply like, oh girl, you need to look in the mirror because oh girl, you need to oh my gosh. And then there's people who are, you know, saying, oh girl, you look good, like you look fabulous, like you look fine. Like people be gassing her up. To be honest with you, that's what it's giving, y'all. People around her be telling her lies, and also people around her be like saying slick stuff, but honestly she doesn't care. She's very la di 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 la la da da di di, like she's very like she don't give a fuck. Like it's like she's living in her own bubble. You know what, girl, hell yeah, that's fine with me. What caused her to get the surgeries? What caused her to get those surgeries? What caused Little Kim to get the surgeries? Impersonator. Bad reputation. Hustling. Creeping. Bad habits. Oh. Jealousy. And also she was chasing a certain aesthetic. She wanted to look like somebody. Yeah, she wanted to look like somebody. Also, y'all, I think that she may have gotten some procedures done to hide like addiction habits. Like for example, an influencer just went viral and they said that, you know, most likely due to drug use, their teeth are rotting. So I'm just using this as an example. I'm not saying that her teeth are, you know, messed up or that they're rotting. I'm just saying that, you know, sometimes addictions like drug use and stuff can make your teeth rotten, and then you have to get extraction, and then you have to get implants or dentures or whatever the fuck. The same thing could be applied to her. She may have hid like I feel like it has something to do with her nose. Y'all, I think she was snorting, y'all, and her nose got fucked up. And so she had to get the surgeries, and she had to get the nose surgery, the rhinoplasty, and then she didn't like it. So she kept getting it tweaked. And that's where her body dysmorphia comes in. What the fuck? Little Kim. Also, she wanted a rebrand. I don't know if she was like facing backlash or something, or like maybe some legal, you know, like how Toni Braxton basically had to rebuild her life after she sued I think it was Motown or Atlantic or something. I feel like the same thing may have happened with Little Kim, and she wanted a rebrand. Don't this kind of look like her a little bit? But if she was black, if the lady was black, kind of look like her. Yeah, also jealousy. People were trying to make her feel bad about how she looked. And also she was chasing a certain aesthetic. Does she regret getting her surgeries? Does Little Kim regret getting her surgeries? We have find a way around this obstacle. We have the diversion is needed. Apologize for any wrongdoing and walk away politely. I think she does, but not for the reasons we think. I think it's because she got other work done. And it might have something to do with her butt. Something might be going on with her butt. You see this peach at the top of the card? Something might be going on with her butt that she regrets. Some health complications. That's why she regrets it. Because some health complications that she might be experiencing here. Child. Or just life might be just significantly harder for her since she has a butt, augmentation. Like, maybe she can't sit down for long periods of time, or maybe it's too heavy. I don't know. That has something to do with her butt. That's what a real mob do. And I'm the wicked witch of the east. You better keep the peace. It's the money, it's the Hummer, it's the Benz. I was listening to that song earlier. The jump off, and it made me think about her. So I was like, you know what? I gotta do a reading on Miss Girl. Keep your bread up, live good. East Coast, West Coast, worldwide. That was a vibe, y'all. I know that was an era. I wish I was alive at that time, or I think I was, but I was a baby, y'all. I wish I was grown in the early 2000s. I wish. That seemed like a time to be alive. Has anyone been honest with her about her looks? Like, sincerely? Has anyone in her inner circle tried to be honest with her about her looks, about how she looked? The Nine of Swords. Like I said, I'm still getting like passive aggressive energy. I want to say yes, y'all, because I see stress and anxiety, and also I think that Little Kim is a loner. I think that her circle is very small, and if anything, I think that she prefers to be alone. She might have a pet too. I don't know if she has kids or not, but I don't see no kids around her right now. Maybe they're grown. I don't know, but she's mostly alone, or she prefers to be alone. To think, to be in her thoughts. What's her zodiac sign? There's a lot of mental activity going on. She might be an earth sign too. I do think that people be saying slick stuff, and she's not stupid. She understands. They be like, they just try to diss me, but it's like she realizes it when she's alone. I'm like that too. She's an introvert. And she might have some, she suffers from anxiety too. Anxiety. That's why she likes to be alone. She might be what is that? Agoraphobic, but to an extent. I don't know. She a homebody, y'all. She likes to be home alone. No, it was never yours to begin with. And no. Up front, no. Up front and honest, no. But passive aggressive energy. See, when then we have trust your instincts. It's like she be like, this person just tried to diss me. Like, did this person, like, it's like passive aggressive to where she has to think about it. Like, what did they mean by that? Like, reading between the lines. And that bothers her. But then eventually she just, well, she had to do a lot of work on herself. She had to do a lot of work on herself. But I feel like to build her confidence, but I feel like there's a false sense of confidence here. I think that her confidence is very conditional. She focuses on the fact that she has money, that she is Little Kim, but what happens when all of that stuff goes away? Then what are you left with? She just has this false sense of confidence. And I pray that it doesn't waver and that it doesn't go away, regardless of if your circumstances change or not, Kimberly. But yeah. Is she gonna get more surgery? Oh yeah, but I think she's gonna get revisions. Also, I think she may suffer. Kimberly, I think she might be suffering from joint issues, and God forbid, hopefully she doesn't get injured, like on the knees or something, or the foot, like something below the waist. And it has something to do with, like, I think, like the foot or the legs or the knees. it's not cosmetic surgeries. It's more so and she might get fillers though, like injections. But I don't see her going under the knife to get anything done unless she gets injured or something. And it might have to do with like something like being torn, like a tendon or something being torn to where she has to get it repaired. But nothing cosmetic. Yeah. I think she's fine for now. I honestly feel like it might be her butt. Like her butt is an issue right now, y'all. Her booty is an issue. And I don't know if she's ever talked about it. But girl, you need that stuff taken out of you immediately. I don't know if it's because it's too heavy or because, you know, whatever liquid they used, or I don't know. I don't know if it's the silicone. I don't know, girl, but there's something about her butt that is a burden right now. Who made her? And this is about the last, and I'm done. Who made little Kim think that she needed the surgery? Who made little Kim think that she needed all these surgeries? Love interest. Spiritual attacks. Yeah. Childish and unemployment. Okay. Like I said, people who are jealous of her made her feel bad. And also love interests, but see, not directly. It wasn't love interests that were like, oh, you need to change this, you need to change that. No, I think that she may have dealt with men who stepped out on her, who cheated on her, and whoever they cheated on her with didn't look nothing like her. And then I guess she started to internalize that and thought, maybe if I looked like this, then I would be able to keep a man, or I wouldn't get cheated on. Something about love interests here. I don't think anyone directly told her, oh, do the surgery. And that's why we have the childish card out here. It's like she took these critiques, she took these experiences, she took people just being mean and being jealous of her, and really kind of turned that inward and decided to change herself. She didn't look at it from a different perspective of, oh, you know, she didn't have her confidence. She didn't think she was pretty. I'm so sorry, Kim. I'm really sorry. Yeah. People who were jealous and that she had more than them. People who were intimidated by her, who didn't want to see her shine. Well, I'm so sorry, Kim. That's unfortunate. And, you know, I think that you have a lot of healing to do. And I pray for you, okay? And I'll leave this reading here, you guys. And I'll see you guys next time, okay? Bye.